If free AI is all you have, then you should do this. But before we get started, grab your coffee and let's get started. Yeah. So, if you don't have the time, feel free to screenshot this and or you can just send this video, copy the link and send it to your AI agent. But if you can watch the full video while I'm explaining this, thanks. By the way, hi, I'm Paul and I started this channel just because I wanted to explain or teach people on how to use AI practically without those BS complex stuff. So yeah, let's get started. So number one, those free AI models or cheap models are not dumb. Well, usually your workflow is the problem. Because like if they're not a frontier model, especially if you're using DeepSeek before Flash and some other people, I've seen some other people like commenting, oh, they can't one shot this one. Like they're using Mimo 2.5 or whatever Quen local model. They're asking, build my whole app, make it good, also understand my situation somehow. Okay, my bad. My OBS was open there. And then I think what works better for me and my experience is you have to type everything out. See, here's the goal, the context, the exact task, and the constraint, and what output format would you want it to be. But the only downside here is that you will have to trade your time prompting it instead of just like one-shotting it and then saving your time. So there's always a downside if you always want to use cheap models or free models. Now, here's one time-saving tactic that I always use. I always yap to my AI. You could just read the screen if you want, but I'll explain my own experience. I just ask an AI to do this to show what my thoughts were. But just like what I did to this, I use DeepSeek V4 Flash on X High or Max reasoning, and I just ask it to create a website. And um yeah, I just yapped about it first, about my idea, about everything. It got the context and it did a pretty good job on doing this website. So what I recommend you to do is to pick up that mic first. Now, if you're doing it via terminal, you can, if you're using Windows, I don't know about Mac or whatever OS you have, but you can just click Windows and H, and it will show up a text to speech uh, pop up thingy, something like this, and then you're just free to chat with your terminal, whatever you're using, Hermes, OpenCode, Pi. Next. So this is not exactly what I want you to do. Where this is what I do, and it depends on how you're gonna be guiding your own cheaper model. So let's say, for example, so here's the task ladder you have to explain, and the AI would summarize this. Well, it depends. Sometimes I don't let the AI summarize. I just yap. I just give the AI a really long transcript of what I've said, and it just analyzes that, turns that into a proper plan. Well, here's the thing though. You need to plan with the AI first. If it can't one shot, you just need to ask uh just just yap on about what you're planning to do, and then hey, create a plan for this, and then it'll show you a plan, right? And then you just have to refine that. Hey, edit this plan. Hey, edit this plan until you feel confident that the whatever the AI outputted is great, and then you can just test it and then like repeat. It's basically a loop, you know. So besides that, what free what free providers do we have? What AI providers do we have that offers free uh models? So one provider that I could recommend to you instead of using OpenRouter is Kilo Gateway. Now Kilo Gateway offers I think it's 200 uh requests per hour, unlike OpenRouter, which is like around 50 requests per day and 20 requests per minute, unless you put in $10 on it and you're gonna do a pay as you go. You're gonna upgrade to uh pay as you go. I think this one is great. If you wanna get started, then do this. And as far as I know, Tencent HY3 is also available now for 2 weeks. So you should try that. But I think you're required to put your credit card on the Now's research if you wanted to log in and use that for free. Now, as I've said, cheap models need tight prompts. On what is your goal, you need to be very direct with it. And if you don't know how to be, if you don't know how to plan, if you don't know how to prompt engineer, then you can ask the AI itself to plan those things out for you. And yeah, I mean, like, that's just it. You know, it's very simple, right? But as I've said, it's not gonna beat those frontier models when it comes to one-shotting things. So I just let's say I ask Fable to, hey, create this website based on this idea. I'm sure it will do quite well. But for me, I just use DeepSeek V4 Flash. I just yap to it. It does it fine. No problem. It does get the job done. So this is the main topic of our channel, like, which is getting things done. So this is what I usually do with my setup. I have a DeepSeek V4 Pro to check my setup, like whatever DeepSeek Flash planned. But it could always be like, you can ask DeepSeek V4 Flash to check Mimo 2.5's work, the base one, not the pro one. You just always gotta check it until you're confident enough to execute that plan. Now, here's the thing. Free routes have trade-offs, and we don't usually wanna put secrets in there, because oh yeah, just a sec. We don't usually wanna put secrets on there. Well, I myself put some secrets on there, like some API keys, but I am guilty of that. But on these free models, we shouldn't really do that unless it's a unless it's Mistral, I guess. But unless you're running a local model, then feel free. They won't train on your data, of course. And then yeah, so if free AI is all you have, you need to manage it like a workflow. Give a proper context. Honestly, like, keep tasks small. You can just use sub agents. Sub agents to do all of the work, or make one big draft and then have some AI check it. And that's it. So, well, what I mean, like, it's a weak setup, but if it does the job fine, why not? Like, if instead of like doing small tasks, honestly, see, like, DeepSeek V4 did the wrong stuff here. I couldn't have yapped about this, but you can just send the one whole huge prompt just like this one, and it does it well. It does it pretty well. This has been the only mistake that DeepSeek Flash did on this video. So yeah, I guess that's it. So if you want me to post more practical AI videos on how to use them and how to implement them properly without any BS and without those complex stuff, please subscribe. Bye. Thanks for watching.